Well, it's a tough game. Any game in the Peach Belt's tough, and then when you're struggling like we've been struggling from shooting the basketball, it makes it really difficult. I thought our defense was pretty good. We mixed it up defensively with some different zones, a little bit of man-to-man. I thought we did actually a great job defensively. We did a poor job, which we've done all year, on getting our defensive rebounds, and allowed them to get a bunch of offensive rebounds, putbacks, and that made all the difference in the world. When you can hold them down to that low scoring with 19 or 18 offensive boards like they have, you're doing some things right defensively, but you just got to find a way to rebound. And I talked to our team about rebounding, and you may not be the strongest or the tallest or the fastest or jump the highest, but you can always block somebody out. And if they jump over the top of you and that's all you can do, but you can block them out. And I talked about after the locker room that we didn't have any rebounding fouls where we were blocking them out. So that's something that we definitely need to work on. It's been a kind of Achilles heel for us all year, so hopefully we can get that turned around to give us any type of chance, especially when we have players on the sideline that are not only scorers for us. It's difficult to be able to beat a team if you give them second chances when you play good enough defense to stop them the first time.
And Coach, you had cut it to 4 there late in the game, and then kind of went cold there for a stretch. What would you say was the difference after you came out of that timeout, around 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter?
Well, with the 4 minutes left, you cut it to 4. You're fighting all the way. You're fighting the whole game to get back and get close, and when you get it to 4 and you have the energy to do that. I think out of the timeout, I'm not sure if we came out and had an offensive error or if we had a defensive error. But again, I'm kind of disappointed in our team because we talked about having seniors and juniors that we have on our team, but we still made a couple crucial mistakes. We didn't have the right coverage in our zone defense a couple times. We gave up an open shot 2 particular times right in a row, and it may have been in the last 4 minutes there. But those are things that, when you are down player-wise and you're struggling and not shooting well, you cannot afford to have mental mistakes like that, which we did, and that may have been a difference and a contributor in the last 4 minutes there. But we just, we don't have really a go-to player at the end of the game that can get the ball and create and score and really wants the ball. So that's another thing that's very difficult for us.
And what have been some of the pieces you guys have tried to move around to make up for the absence of Rocky and Stephanie? Is there anything in particular that you've been working on?
Well, I think, one thing that we've been working on is we felt that Cassie was our best weapon. So it was pretty obvious that we went to her early in the game, went to her late in the game, and I think she shot 17 times, which is probably the most she's shot all year. So that's something that as we looked at things, that's one of the items that we had to do is look at Cassie to go, try and get some scoring out of her. And, when you go 5 for 17, that's tough. You got 5 for 17, and then we also have Mariah had a tough night, being 0 for 8. So you're 5 for 25 from your 2 senior forwards that you're looking for scoring from that. So it makes things tough.